this is just for the camera.
Yeah.
Rolling minutes later.
Shh. Stay right there. Beautiful. That's good. This is really good. He doesn't know what to do right now, so look. What you guys didn't get to see was as soon as Cassie came at the door, it happened quick. I gave him a big pop there, and like, what in the world happens, right? So look, now he doesn't know what to do. Now he's avoiding. But I don't want this to end with Apollo. Walk with him right here. Same dog, right? That you were just losing it with. But different handler, different energy. Hey. This guy's weak. He's desperate for a bike ride.
He's gonna get it.
Look. Look at how much of a reaction it really was. He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Look, I would not be doing this if I didn't trust this guy.
Keep walking.
Yeah. Here, watch. Let's do the same thing that you did walking by.
Okay.
And I'll go like right next to where it was.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn. Good
Here.
proximity to you.
Yeah. Sit. Hold on. Shh.
Circle you.
No, just come back again. Stay. Come back, Cass. Yeah. I'm watching. I'm gonna take him away. Look. Look, I'm gonna guide him. Come here, buddy. Yes. He's lost. Yes. That's it, buddy. He's actually a nervous dude. That's not your owner. He thinks that's the owner. Look at the eyes. All eyes. He thinks Christian is the owner right now. The nose is not moving. All eyes. There's the nose. So look, I'm gonna let him smell him. That just shows you how visual he is. Look. He still can't tell if that's his owner or not. This is a German Shepherd. You see when I fire that shit in the woods with Nico, right? A ball. All the way in the woods and he can tell right away. Look, he thinks this is the owner still. That's it. He's gonna realize now quick that it's not him. No, I'm not doing that part, bro. Not him. So now this guy is lost. He's looking for his owner that he can be powerful with. Look at this shit. This is underneath the dog. This is what nobody wants to talk about. Now, what are they going to do? Get this guy and start teaching him sits and downs and heels? What? This guy is a fearful guy. He's a nervous guy. He's a reactionary guy. He's a frustrated guy. He's pent up. Look back thinking it's him. That's how lost this guy is. You see it, right? Not him, dude. So this is why I do this a lot. And I ask the owners to give me a break and just go grab some coffee for a minute in the beginning. So what happened, so you understand the backstory on this, was this guy is coming for a few sessions, right? The first session we usually do 2 hours. But we met in Hoboken and it was a night. Look, back to thinking it's him. I'm going to do something else. And he was so pent up, and what you saw there was like level, I don't know, 5 out of 10 of what I was seeing in Hoboken. Like he was lunging at people, lunging at dogs, going wild, getting a little like sketchy with me too. And I was like, this guy we can't really do anything with. So I talked to them. I learned a lot about it. I said, let's do a session up at the ranch so I can work him with my dogs, because this guy's not ready to be with public dogs and all that. Look at this. All eyes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the body language. Look at those legs leaning back like that, very unsure. Now he's like, is that my owner? Who is that? So what I did was, come here, buddy. Yes. What I did with him was I said, come up here so we can use our dogs. I can bike this guy, and that's what we're going to do right now is we're going to bike him. We got to drain some energy. This guy's desperate for exercise. You could see it like from the moment I saw him. This is a shepherd, and they don't really walk him. They would try to walk him a little bit, but he's like terrible on the leash and basically spends most of his time at home. So we got to drain a bunch of energy for this guy first. Then we're going to get around multiple dogs. Then we're going to bring the owners back in. And you're going to see him probably have a meltdown when the owners come back to show you how unhealthy the relationship is. But we got to get through that. We got to work them through that, and we'll make it happen. And hopefully today, well, not hopefully, the goal is, and we will accomplish today, of us walking with a bunch of dogs with the owners. And whatever happens, happens. We're going to get through it. But that's the intention, and we're going to make it happen. Look at the energy change, though, without the guy there. Or without the couple there, you know? Okay, cats, walk by right through here. Shh. Look at the nose now. Good boy. Looking under the guy and like, good. So this all helps him in the beginning when I do the bike, of helping him see, like, when the bike starts coming towards you, move away from the bike. But I'm using my body also to help him move. Energy first, body second. My energy, because if my body was moving into him with weak energy, it won't do shit. I'm going a little faster. Seeing what the noise does. Going away. Because these are all things I'm going to be doing on the bike, right? Let's see what happens with the brake. Almost out there. Almost out. Okay. I'm going to try and walk with him with it. I'm going to let Christian do this part. So the part of that this is, which is awesome, is you want just one leash? Yeah. The part about this, which is awesome, is different humans, but providing like different. We're all going to be different, but providing the same thing for him. So he's like, oh, so it's not just this one guy. This other guy does it, and then you saw Cassie's energy was the same as ours, and Adam's energy is the same as ours. Okay, I'm going to let this go. Let me just make sure the leash is good for you there. It's a little bit more stuff. Right here, you go good, bro. Good. Yep. I'll let you do this for me. Just let them move the bike now. Just let them move the bike. He's not ready to just stay, yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. I would take it up like, yeah, move around a little bit with him. Look at how much the mount, by the way, just so the camera understands, it's cold as hell right now up here at the ranch. Like, we're up in a higher elevation. Yeah. We're up in a higher elevation and it's like cold today. It's in the 20s. And look at that guy's mouth, dog. That's how much this guy's getting stressed out by stuff. Yeah, he's ready to go. Take him for a little bit, Christian, all right?
Yeah.
Look at how much. It's one of those things that right there, Christian's new, right? He's 23 years old. He's young, but he's been doing a lot of this on his own. He's like a sponge, listening to my information and stuff. The difference there between me and him in that moment was I did all that stuff with him, so he's doing it and doing it with him. But the experience of me doing it for as long as I have is like my instincts were telling me right in that moment that he's ready. You got to take him now, or else this dog's gonna get too frustrated and too like overwhelmed with this like circle thing and all that. So that's where I'm really helping Christian, and he's gonna come back and it's gonna be a guarantee you. He'll come back and ask you, so how come you knew that he knew to go? He was gonna go right there. You were right. He was like, he opened up and he did awesome, right? I'm gonna say, well, you could feel it that he was starting to get like when we were shortening that leash, he was getting back to the old habit and starting to get a little bit like I'm starting to get frustrated, and I don't want that frustration. I want him to have that experience with me. He's frustrated with the owners, frustrated with life. I want to be. He was ready, if you notice, and also I don't know if you could see it on the camera when he started going straight with it, he like evened out and was like, yeah, I want to go, you know. So I'm like, just then let him go. This is where we're like, the dog's like, please, someone give me this release. Now I'm related to the loose leash, the not feeling sorry for him, not being weak with him, providing him strong leadership right from the beginning. And now Christian becomes related to taking him and releasing a ton of that pent up energy, right? Then we're gonna bring a ton of dogs around keep him calm with that, walking with that, and then we bring the owners in that moment. So he might have like a little bit of a setback when the owners come, which is very common, but we have to go through that. This is the part. It's like a detox. The goal is to do it where before this happens, right? From puppyhood, like we did with Nico. We have him the podcast today. He's in the chair. He's 8 months. And he's off leash here and good with people and good with dogs and all that stuff because we did it correctly from the beginning. And that's my goal, is the prevention thing for people, right? But this is what's happening, right? There's a ton of dogs that need an intervention, and they're in very toxic relationships with the owners. So we have to educate the owners, train the owners, and we're going to help rehabilitate him. This guy's getting rehabilitated. We're restoring him to his former self, trying to bring him back to like he was at a puppy and who the real dog is, right? Who the real energy is. And then we're teaching the owners what they need to do to change to then maintain that. So we're going to let them go, and when we come back, the next step's going to be bringing around a bunch of dogs. Then bringing the owners in, and then we're going to finish with a long walk. Mark my words. See you guys. You already got the scent, so come with me. But one thing you can notice about this, 8 dogs to his right. Doesn't give a shit about it. He's having an anxiety attack because you guys are here. So if I let him back it right now to you guys, then this gets rewarded. Yeah. We can't let that happen. That's when I tell people, like on the Instagram and stuff, I'm like, people see Nico, and I'm like putting disclaimers constantly. Have you seen my Instagram with my guy? Yeah. And they're like, I'm gonna get one. Look at how I want a shepherd just like that. The working side of him and the drive of him is working against us right now. Like if you had Bulldog, it's like they have the confrontation level, but the energy level and the working is not there. The tension on the leash adds more anxiety for him. He's used to being like that pressure and then feeling anxiety. So now when it's loose, he's like, my pattern's thrown off. I don't know how to be anxious with this pressure.
Yeah.
Or without the pressure, I should say. You're doing good. You can feel it, right?
So much different.
Yeah. He doesn't get to decide that we're going to send the dog away. Bubba's just a big goofball, middle of the pack, snorting bulldog who's just walking, you know? He doesn't get to say like, well, it's making me uncomfortable that dog's there, I'm going to go after him. No, not allowed. And then we'll go by your car, to the back of the car, and you're going to put him in the sit next to the car.
Okay.
And then we're going to walk with all the dogs by. Like right by the curb. Direction. And then once he passes, turn that way. Go ahead. So now you're going to. And stop him with the car there, sit him. So what's with the car? He's always been crazy with that thing?
He loves going in the car.
Yeah.
Cause
Loves, yes, but excited, red zone anxiety about the car to get in.
Okay.
So this is an exercise that you can do. Go by your car, and this will drain the hell out of him. This is more tiring for him than like running around the backyard for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it is 100% targeting anxiety. The thing is what we need him to do. There you go. This is good. This is good. He's either gonna go for it or he's gonna surrender.
He's just so excited.
That's really good. So watch, I'm gonna shorten the leash. Okay. So what? Good boy. No, we're not gonna finish with that. We're gonna do it one more time.
He's like, I'm done for the day.
See,
He
but
will be.
now we're like, bro, what's up? What happened to before? You were trying to wear us down. Now you
Yeah.
don't want to do it anymore? So we're showing that's an experience where he says, oh, I can get in there. Sit. Sit. Shh. No. No. Okay. Shh. Shh. So how to finish is what matters. See it? I'm literally making that leash so short but not tense, and I'm using my hand like to the point where he was here and he was like, so am I allowed in? And he's like, oh, I'll go in. So the more times he has that experience, the more times that he's gonna learn that thing. You can practice this shit. And the reason I was doing those like pops at the end, there's nothing else he's gonna listen to besides that.
Yeah, seriously.
I could bring treats, I could bring toys, and he's not gonna listen to any of that shit. I could like be like try to negotiate with him. Aha, good boy,
Never.
good boy.
He'll be done tonight.
Yeah, for real.
Good. So look in this state of mind. Shh. That's the last memory. Thank you for bringing it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was good. I mean, listen, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit there. But you can get it with it. It's going to take time. I'm going to send you a bunch of stuff to do, but the main thing I would be focused on is the moving effect. Like, you got to do your own border trim.